Hi, 8th grade. I'm going to teach you guys about 6/8 time today. So the first thing that we need to understand is the way that time signatures work. So I'm going to use 4/4 as an example since this is our most comfortable time signature. This should be a review for the most part about how this works. So there are two numbers that make up a time signature, the top number and the bottom number. The top number is the easiest to understand, and it tells us how many beats are in a measure. So we have used lots of different numbers in this place. The most common time signatures that we use are 3/4, 2/4, and 4/4, and we're comfortable in all of those. The number that most changes in that is the top number. So if it's 2, there's going to be 2 beats in a measure, 3 beats, 4 beats, and so on. The bottom number tells us what note gets the beat. If it's a 4, then it's a quarter note. The quarter note gets the beat. So we're counting 4 quarter note beats per measure. That's what this time signature tells us. In 6/8, we're going to change both of those things. So the top number is no longer a 4, it's a 6. We're comfortable changing this number around. So instead of 4 beats per measure, we have 6 beats per measure. But the bottom note is the one that really changes the way that we perceive this time signature. So the bottom is no longer a 4, it's an 8. And when it's 8 on the bottom, that means that the 8th note gets the beat. So we're comfortable with the quarter note beat. This is an 8th note beat. The idea stays the same, but now instead of understanding a quarter note as being worth 1 beat, it's worth 2 beats because the beat is no longer a quarter note beat, it's an 8th note beat. So when we look at a 6/8 pattern, we break the measure up like this. Each of these 8th notes is worth 1 beat, so we can count it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we count in 6/8, we're always counting the 8th note if we count each number this way. Okay, there's a couple different ways to think about 6/8. I'm going to teach you both ways. We're going to start with this one. When we're reading in 6/8, it's important to understand that the 8th note gets the beat. So that's what this tells us. 6 8th note beats per measure, just like this. One of these would be 1 measure in 6/8. You can see the 8th notes beamed this way. These are the most common ways to see the 8th notes beamed in 6/8. That's because you can have either single 8th notes or you can have them beamed together in groups of 3. 6/8 is what we call a triple meter because it is in groups of 3. So let's try counting some rhythms in 6/8. Okay, I'm going to count with you. What I want you to do, I'm going to set up a metronome here. And what I want you to do is I want you to count with me. So we're going to do this a couple times. We'll do each of these rhythms a couple times. So take a second and get your instrument. So if you don't have your instrument, go ahead and pause this video. Go grab your instrument and come back. We're going to do a few different rhythms. We're going to count them together one time and we're going to play them together one time. I'm going to count both times, but I want you to play the second time. And then in your recorded assignment this week will have something to do with what we're doing in this video. Okay. Let's turn that up a little. Okay, so this is our 8th note beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Here we go. We're going to start right here. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and off. It's important to notice the dotted rhythms that are really common in this time signature. Because it's a triple time signature, things are divided into groups of 3 8th notes a lot. So this dotted quarter note rhythm is really important. If we broke this measure up into 2 equal halves, which we'll talk about in a little bit, the dotted quarter notes is how it would be broken up. So this is an important rhythm to notice how it works together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divide those dotted quarter notes. The dotted half note is the beat or the note value that we use to sustain the whole measure. Okay, let's count this one again, but this time I want you to play it. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do another one. Same thing, we're going to count it one time, and then you're going to play it the second time. 2, 3, ready, set, go. 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 1, Now let's look at another one. Let's count it. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4. Good, let's play this one. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4. Okay, so now we should have a good understanding of how this time signature works, thinking of the eighth note as the beat, so 6 eighth note beats per measure. Most of the time, however, when we play in this time signature, we conduct it in 2 big beats. So instead of conducting you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, most of the time we'll conduct you 1, 2, 1, 2, with each of those eighth notes fit inside 3 per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because usually 6, 8 is a little bit faster than what we just played. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move our metronome down. I'm going to move our metronome down a little bit, and I'm only going to have us do the big beats. Now I've set the metronome to show us the 2 big beats, so we have to understand how the eighth note beats fit inside of this. So this is showing you the dotted quarter note. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we fit those notes inside. We're going to count it like this. 1 lally, 2 lally, 1 lally, 2 lally, 1 lally, 2 lally. You can still think the 6 beats if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I want you to understand where that big beat is. That's why we talk about big beat 1 and big beat 2, and then the small 6 beats. Let's count it together. Ready, go. 1 la, 2 lally, 1, 2. 1 lally, 2, 1. Now play it 2. Ready, go. 1 la, 2 lally, 1, 2. 1 lally, 2, 1. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1 lee, 2 lee, 1. 1, 2, 1 lally, 2. Let's do it again. Ready, go. 1 lee, 2 lee, 1. 1, 2, 1 lally, 2. Good. Last one counting. 2, ready, go. 1 la, 2 la, 1 lally, 2. 1, 2 lally, 1 la, 2. Okay, now play it. 2, ready, go. 1 la, 2 la, 1 lally, 2. 1, 2 lally, 1 lee, 2. Okay, so hopefully you have a better understanding of how 6/8 time works. The biggest thing to take away is that there are 6 eighth note beats in every measure. When you count this time signature, you have to remember that the eighth note gets the beat. There are 6 beats in every measure, and from there you should be able to figure anything out using those 2 counting systems that we talked about today. Remembering where the big beats are is important, but the most important thing is understanding how to count each of those beats. Your recorded assignment this week is going to have something to do with reading in 6/8 time. So if you have any questions at any point, feel free to reach out to me or Miss Romero via email or Zoom during our office hours, and we'd love to help you out. Miss you guys and hope you're doing well. Bye.